Hi everybody, it's Roseanne at Veteran Services, Town of Winthrop. I just wanted to come on and give you a little update, talk about things that are happening in Winthrop regarding veteran services, and if you have questions about claims and whatnot. So I want to go over a few things, so bear with me. If you have a claim in process, a VA disability claim, right now the VA is not doing any comp pen exams unless you have a very difficult claim and if you have some serious issues. They are on hold. However, they are still in place. They're holding their place. If you feel that you have a claim that you want to present and you never have it in the past, or you have other issues, I can do an intake and hold the date, which will hold the date. So when all this is over and we could get back to normal, hopefully, then we could continue the claim. It'll go back to the date we filed. The most important document you as a veteran should have in your possession is your discharge, your DD-214. If you are the surviving spouse of a veteran, that is one of the most important documents that you should have in your possession, his or her discharge from the service. Without that, we can't do anything. So, because everything drives by that discharge. So again, if you have a claim pending, everything is on hold right now. If you want to put a claim in, it will be on hold, but let's get that save the date paperwork in, and that all it takes is calling my office and discussing it. I do come into the office as everybody is working from my home, at home. So I come in here, I'm alone in town hall most days. Having said that, town hall is closed to the public. I cannot let you in. If you want to pass me something through the door, I could take it through the door. However, I cannot let you sit in my office and go over any paperwork or documentation. If you have appointments at VA Healthcare, I encourage you to call and verify those appointments ahead of time. I had to bring a veteran on Friday to the VA in West Roxbury for an eye appointment, and they had shut down the clinic. So please call and verify before you make the trek out there. Now, when you do go to the VA, please know that they are going to screen you. They're not going to test you unless you tell them that you have been exposed to people who have had the virus. But they will screen you, and they will give you a mask and gloves if you don't have one. You are required to wear masks and gloves at all VA facilities. And if you are going on base at all, so at Hanscom or even the Coast Guard base in Boston, you need to wear masks and gloves as well. But I highly encourage you to call ahead of time to make sure. Now, the VAs in Bedford, West Roxbury, and Brockton have drive-through testing. So if you have been exposed to somebody and you want to get tested, that's the place to go. But please call ahead because they have so many tests. Now, I have my gloves and my mask. I put them on when I go out in the public. Keep in mind, yes, your gloves may protect you, but you don't protect yourself with them with the cross-contamination. So you can't be touching your groceries, touching different things, and then boom, touching your face, touching your phone, touching your computer. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. Wash those hands constantly. The mask is for not only your protection, for the protection of the public as well. Okay? People are not social distancing, especially on the beach. I look outside. I looked outside on Easter Sunday, and there were tons of people on the beach, more than there should have been. So please, we're not going to get through this unless we take care of each other and take care of this. Now, phone numbers. When I am not here, and you have a need, and whether at VA or they're not going to answer your claims, they're not going to answer questions about that. They're going to be taking the serious calls. If you need food and I'm not here, the emergency operations phone number will be provided. I'll give you all the phone numbers at the end of this. Also, there's different veteran emergency phone numbers, whether it be the clinics, Military Support Foundation, Military Friends. There's a number of organizations, if there's a particular need and you don't have the funds, that we can come up with something for you. Always call my office, leave me a message. Please be more patient. I know sometimes it takes me a few days to get back with you. I'm alone in my office, but this Monday when I came in, I had 42 messages waiting for me. and over 100 emails. So I'll give you that information afterwards. We are still running our food bank every month. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and in May, it's May 6th. We have pickup from 9:30 to 11:30. We are actually putting the food out the front door of the Legion, and you're picking up from there. If you are new to our food bank, it serves veterans or families of veterans. So please call me to discuss, and I can get you on the list. If you're not comfortable driving to the American Legion Hall, which is right next to Town Hall, to pick up food, then we will put you on our delivery list. If you are not a veteran and you're watching this, we have a community food bank, and you can sign up by calling the emergency operation number, which I will give you at the end of this. Okay? Chapter 115, I know my counterpart in Boston came out with an ad. Yes, the requirements have relaxed for Chapter 115, and Chapter 115 is a low-income benefit, whether you're a veteran or the spouse of a veteran. If you are low income, we have it's a stipend, a monthly stipend, and it's just there to assist you monetarily. Now, the very least, what I need for supporting documentations is that 214, that military discharge. I also need proof of all income that you take in, Social Security, pensions, trust funds, any income that you need. And I'll need a bank statement for the month prior. If you have a hard time obtaining that bank statement, all you have to do is call your bank and they will mail it to you. I know a lot of banks are closed, especially in Winthrop, but they do have appointments set a time. But they will be more than happy then to mail you that statement. With that, I will have to send you the paperwork and go over the criteria. I can do that over the phone and then meet with you to sign all the paperwork. What normally would take 3 hours in my office won't take as long, however, in the beginning, because we can't meet on that. But that's just something else for veterans that you're allowed being in Massachusetts. No other state in the country has that. Massachusetts, as you've heard, leads the nation in VA healthcare and VA benefits. If there are any questions regarding any benefits that you do get, please don't hesitate to call my office. Again, if I don't get to you for a couple days, please have patience. Another thing that is good to have, and a fellow veterans agent sent this to me, and I used to have one in the military, is a go bag. Be prepared in the event that you have to spend some time in the hospital or spend some time in isolation. And in this go bag, you should have who your healthcare proxy is, if you have one. If you don't, you should think about it. Medication lists, wishes, anything that you want people to know for after the fact. Other things. When I was in the military, I always had a go bag in case I would have to be stuck somewhere for 1 or 2 days. If it's not anywhere near food bank time and you are low on food, please reach out. We will get you food, one way or another. If you live alone and you need assistance, please reach out. We will get you assistance, one way or another. Please be in touch with other friends and family members that you know are alone, especially our older veterans. Peg Lyons, if you live at housing, is doing a wonderful job down there keeping track of everybody. Please reach out once in a while to her office as well. If you need assistance regarding VA healthcare or VA claims or the Chapter 115 or food, please reach out. Another thing to keep in mind, when my mom was in the hospital, it was an emergency. I had no idea what her medicine list was. Let somebody who's helping you be aware of what your medication lists are, what else you have going on. Allergies are very important. I didn't know my mother was allergic to a certain drug, and I didn't find out until it was after the fact. So please make somebody aware of what your allergies are, what your health issues are, what your health concerns are. My phone number here is 617-846-3065. 846-3065. My email is rmazz, that's RMAZZ, the @ town.winthrop.ma.us. The Emergency Operations Center phone number is 617-539-5848. That's 617-539-5848. Our Emergency Operations Center, especially Meredith Hurley, our public health nurse, is doing a wonderful job updating our town manager and the town on what is happening with the COVID-19 virus. So please pay attention to that. We had a couple of deaths. Our first death in Massachusetts was a Winthrop veteran. He was an older gentleman. He had underlying health issues, and the virus unfortunately hastened his death. We've had a few veterans at the Chelsea Soldiers Home who also have had it. They are not allowing visitors at the Chelsea Soldiers Home. They are not allowing visitors at most other nursing homes. So call ahead. And that is for the safety of their patients and their staff. So again, my name is Roseanne, in case you don't know who I am, a veteran service officer. Let's talk for a minute about what's coming up. Memorial Day. We usually have 2 or 3 days of celebrations, meaning the day before we have our wreath laying at one of the yacht clubs. We have memorial dedications. We have a mass. On Memorial Day itself, we meet at the cemetery and have a little, lack of a better word, celebration. It's really not a celebration. It's a remembrance. We don't know what we're doing yet. We are not making that decision till our American Legion meeting, which is on May 6th. We can put together something real quick with a couple days notice, as we are not having a parade this year. We are very thankful we are not having a parade this year, because that's planned months and months ahead of time. As far as the flag on Winthrop Shore Drive, we usually put it out to the public when we're going to have this, because we like everyone to come see us do it. But we are not letting people know when we're going to do it. You're just going to wake up one day and you're going to look at that middle breaker and you're going to see our American flag flying proudly. This is to reduce the number of people on the beach. If you have any questions on anything that I've spoken about, or any other questions regarding maybe a claim or disability or Chapter 115 or even VA healthcare, please reach out to my office. 2 other sources that are not related to the VA at all, however, may assist you for our seniors, is Mystic Valley Elder Services and the PACE program. Both wonderful programs, and I do have the phone numbers for that, or you could look it up yourself. But they dedicate to our seniors, and income is a guideline. They do go by income guidelines on both of them, but they have wonderful, wonderful services. And they help with a lot of things. So if you need a grab bar, if you need a shower chair, something else, you need to go through their intake process, and once you're in their system, then you have access to this stuff. Okay? Wear your mask, wear your gloves, stay safe, social distance, wash your hands, and be mindful of others. And that's all I have. Again, my phone number is 617-846-3065. Take care and be safe.